Coming up on the sports desk, the Bishop Montgomery boys, like the girls, just couldn't seem to crack Sierra Canyon. West's final soccer match didn't go as they had hoped either. We've got the play that ended it all. From the big league to the little ones, batter up, young men. And I'm one-on-one with this WNBA champ / Bishop Girls Hoops coach, Noelle Quinn. And did I play ball with her? Yes. Yes, I did. We've got the who, what, where, when, and how. Let's get things started right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Desk, your one source for all things Torrance sports. I am your host, Lesley Robins. For the next half hour or so, sit back and kick back as we give you a gateway to the brightest sports stars and hottest sports spots in Torrance. Before we get to the good stuff, we want to hear from you. Here are the social media stats. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the Sports Desk TV. Find us, tag us, follow me. Our program is also on Facebook. We've got email. All the details are right there on the screen. Now, before I get you in the know with all the CIF state brackets that have just been released, let's get you in the know with some numbers. And these aren't the numbers I like to report, but alas, facts are facts and news is news. That Sierra Canyon basketball program, man. First, they got to our Bishop girls, then they knocked down our boys. The Knights fell to Sierra Canyon 64-57 in the CIF Southern Section Open Division Finals. Taking you to the game, Sierra Canyon started it off 6-0 quick. Scottie Pippen Jr. with a slick pass to Christian Coloco, dunk, timeout Bishop. It then became 10-0, courtesy of 3 straight dunks by the Trailblazers, end of one. In the second, Bishop slowly came to life, but Sierra Canyon still leads 19-13. Josh Vasquez, back from being sidelined with an injury, hits back-to-back threes, cutting Sierra Canyon's lead to 28-24 with about 3:21 left in the second. It's Sierra Canyon 34, Bishop 27 at the half. Cassius Stanley with the pull-up jumper. Sierra Canyon leads 41-37, 2:16 left in the third. And then this happened. Stanley hits this half-court shot to end the third. Sierra Canyon holds a 48-42 lead over Bishop. Fast forward to the fourth, and despite us making this sweet shot, Sierra Canyon still holding on to a 56-50 lead with 3:15 left. Desperate times call for, Bishop starts fouling. KJ Martin then knocks down 2 free throws with 45 seconds left. Sierra Canyon still leads 62-55, and you know the rest. Vasquez had 19 for Bishop overall, single-handedly keeping things alive for the Knights, but the Knights never had the lead. So we move forward to state. Speaking of, as I said, CIF state brackets are out, and in the state open division playoffs, both Bishop Montgomery boys and girls are hosting Modern Day this week in round 1. West's soccer team had the same kind of day as Bishop, falling in their final game as well. El Segundo defeated West in a hotly contested game for the CIF Southern State Soccer Championship, 2-1 in overtime. After West goalie Ethan Brandt made a foot save, El Segundo's Jack Finders found himself in the right place at the right time as he redirected the rebound to clinch the crown. Well, in the CIF Soccer Regionals, that loss put West as the number 2 seed. They will host number 7 West Hills in the quarterfinals this week. The semis and championship rounds are also this week, so by the time you watch this, things may look very different. Be sure to stay up to date on scores and schedules on our social media pages. Okay, moving on to cool things happening at El Camino College. For starters, they've got a beach. Yes, the school kicked off the 2019 beach volleyball season and did so in style as the team debuted its brand new sand volleyball courts on campus. And have you heard about ECC's baseball team? They're really good. The Warriors advanced to the Community College State Championships Final Four in 2017 and came one victory shy of making a return trip in 2018. Overall, the Warriors have advanced to the playoffs in 3 straight seasons and 6 of the last 9 since their first trip to the state championships in 2010. Well, they are off to another great start this season. The game the SportsDesk just went to, which they won, of course, put the Warriors at 11-1 overall, 4-0 at home. The Warriors defeated LA Mission for the second game in a row, 4-2 at Warrior Field, and the boys definitely kept it interesting. LA Mission scored the first run of the game in the 5th, but ECC finally got to their starting pitcher in the 6th, having sent 10 men to the plate.
Well, today it took a lot of passion, a lot of grit. We pulled together a few runs, which was awesome.
And from the big kids to the little ones, North Torrance Little League kicked off their season in a big way, and our Danny Miskell was there.
The season hasn't officially begun until the opening ceremony has taken place. And the ceremony is more of a tradition for the league to come together and celebrate being a family. It shows the kids how to take pride in the teams that they're going to be playing with. It's about showing pride in the parents and coaches who volunteer to help run the league. And let's not forget, most importantly, showing pride in the field that these kids play ball on. And now the kids are stepping out onto their home field, wearing different colors, representing different teams, but playing for one league. That kind of brotherhood is a good feeling.
Because they got your back when any situation, if it's a tough one, if it's even baseball, we have to go through, have your back, and if you miss a ball, they have to be there for you. So they're just a family, basically.
The ceremony opened up with the singing of the national anthem, followed by the league taking time to recognize certain members who made significant contributions to helping maintain the preservation of the field.
It just keeps getting better. The community at North Torrance Little League is just phenomenal. We know it's important to kick off the season with the bang and get the kids out here excited to play. We're starting with a T-ball game right now, and if you see these little kids run on the field, that's why we do it.
Bob wasn't the only one to say this was the best ceremony yet. Sebastian Barba from the D-backs team also said this was his favorite ceremony to date, especially because of what they added to the concession stands.
Opening ceremony was pretty nice. It's like every other year, but this time it was better. This time they had speakers, they had pancakes this time, because a few years back they didn't have pancakes or nothing.
The league extended invitations to their neighbors at the Torrance Refinery Company. Their manager, Steven Steech, even got to throw the first pitch, and hey, it was a strike.
And, we believe we have to run safely, reliably, but we also need to be a good neighbor and earn the right to operate here. And part of that's supporting kids and education and our neighbors. So that's our goal, is to partner with the Torrance, North Torrance neighborhood and to keep this league running for years to come.
The ceremony's program also included the Torrance Refinery Company presenting a check of $3,000 to go towards the Save the Fields initiative.
My favorite part of the opening ceremony was when all of the kids just got up and then they just got to touch the $3,000 check.
The Board of Education came out to show their support, answering any questions the parents have regarding the future of the field, and also sending this message to the community.
As a school board member, I think it's important that North Torrance knows that we have open ears and that we're listening. There was a lot of conflict, and so there's 3 new members of the school board, and we're listening to the community.
Now that the season has officially kicked off, it's time to play ball, and the kids and parents are excited to get the game started.
I want us to bond a lot on our team so we can communicate.
And bonding with their parents is another huge part of playing the game.
I'm really excited. He had other interests years ago, and now he's finally fallen into my interests. Yeah. And we can bond over this, and that's exciting for me.
It's a family sport, and the game teaches family values, just like they recite in their Little League pledge to cap off the ceremony.
This is all family out here. That's all we preach, is baseball and family and playing together and having fun. Always got a smile on their face. You win some, you lose some. We try to win. We get competitive in All-Star season with our other local leagues. So we're very proud of our level of play here at North Torrance.
Win or lose, I will always do my best. That is the Little League pledge. Reporting from the North Torrance Little League field, I'm Danny Miskell with the SportsDesk.
Thanks, Danny. And in wrestling, congratulations are in order to Wes Yoshia Funakoshi, who finished 8th at the CIF State Wrestling Championships. Okay, coming up on the Sports Desk, I'm going one-on-one with Bishop's very own WNBA champion, Noelle Quinn, and playing ball is definitely on the agenda. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Sports Desk. I'm Lesley Robins. Noelle Quinn is a legend, especially here in Torrance. She just won the WNBA championship with the Seattle Storm after 12 years in the league. And for the past 3 years, she has spent her offseason serving as the girls' basketball head coach at Bishop Montgomery, where she was a standout on the court from 1999 to 2003. In her first year on the sideline, Noelle led the Lady Knights to the Southern Section State Championship, and just this past season led them to win the Delray League title. She's a coach, player, daughter, mentor, friend. I sat down with this remarkable woman and learned just what it's like to wear so many hats and wear them oh so well. Miss Noelle Quinn, WNBA champion, head coach of the Bishop Montgomery girls basketball team. Which title suits you more, coach, player, champion?
Just Noelle Quinn. I'm just me. I'm blessed to be able to to have the opportunity to play and coach and win a championship. That's amazing, but I'm just me.
Tell me what it's like, because I'm looking, it's facing me. Your jerseys are framed, the only 3 that have been retired in this gym. Your name is splattered everywhere.
Bishop is an amazing place, and I really grew up here. I learned a lot. I matured here. Some of my friends are still my friends to this day. So coming back is like, I wanted to come back because this was home. And when they decided to retire my jersey, I mean, I'm speechless. I was speechless at that time just because I just played basketball. I just came here to learn. I didn't expect to be my jersey to be retired. I didn't expect to win all these championships. I just expected to do my best, and whatever happened, happened. That's why I put so much effort into my girls and this team. I have an affinity toward this school. It's more than just being a coach. It's you know, this was part of my life, a big part of my life. And to look around, it kind of helps me as a coach because I can say, I did it.
Take me back to the girl that played in this gym, and what did you want to be when you grew up?
I actually grew up in Los Angeles, not too far from here. I obviously played basketball, and I started at a young age. It's interesting because my 8th grade year, I went to Westchester Lutheran, and we wrote a letter to ourselves where what we want to be in 10 years, I believe. It was an assignment from my favorite teacher, Mr. Susich, and in that letter, I wrote that I wanted to go to UCLA and be in the WNBA, and it's very, cool that it happened. I obviously was dedicated at a very young age. He then mailed that letter to us 10 years later, and it was just reading it, very nostalgic, and I was like, wow. I didn't quite know that I was capable of fulfilling the dreams, but I put my mind to it, and it ended up working out.
Tell me how you prepare your mind, your body to actually reach a goal like that.
Being here at Bishop Montgomery, I was a 2-sport athlete, and I think my work ethic started from volleyball. My volleyball coach, Kim Williman, just instilled that in us. Coach was very into our workouts. She would work out with us, and we would work out so hard. I was tired from that, and I translated that work ethic into my basketball career as a high school student, and Bishop kind of grew me to have this type of work ethic, not only on the floor, but in the classroom. I was challenged. I took honors classes and all that, so this community really helped me to understand that you have to work hard in order to get places in life. It's important that young student athletes realize you have a talent, you have a basketball talent, which I did, but I couldn't go anywhere if my grades weren't up to par, if my SAT scores weren't up to par. You have to still get into the college. And then when you get there, you gotta maintain your grades. So yeah, it was tough, but it was very rewarding. I'm so blessed to be a Bruin.
But take me back to that time, and you were drafted 4th overall. Like, that's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. At UCLA, again, that you say that you want to do something, but you don't really know. Like I said, I wanted to be in the WNBA. I said I wanted to go to UCLA, but you don't really know if you can do it. Agents start calling my coaches, and scouts start coming to the games, and you understand that they're coming to watch you. I just played. I just worked hard, and you know, by senior year, I was told that, yeah, you have an ability to go pro. So then you really never understand it or feel it till you actually are in that situation. So I just remember in the draft room with my mother, waiting for my name to be called. And then just in that moment, it was still surreal, like, wow, 4th pick, going to Minnesota, just amazing.
Delray League winners, you took it.
Yeah.
Take me back to this Sierra Canyon game, and it almost looked like, I mean, you had it.
Yeah.
Take me there.
Yeah. Days leading up to that game, our preparation was amazing. The girls were so focused. Sierra Canyon is the #1 team in the state, but also in the nation. So we knew what lied ahead of us. Going into that game, the tip-off, I just knew they were locked in because of what we did. We started the game with a basket, and we don't always start that way. And I knew that we were going to challenge the #1 team, and I was so proud of them. They played with a lot of heart. They played with a lot of passion, something I hadn't really seen consistently this year, but they understood that they can not only compete with, but beat the #1 team. And there were moments in that game that kind of frustrated me as a coach. I didn't want to exude that on my girls, but we had a huge opportunity, and it kind of slipped through the cracks. We can't miss 10, 11 free throws. We have to make layups, and we have to control the controllables, which I felt like we didn't quite do. But I was so proud of them, and at the end of the day, again, like I'm preaching, winning, it shouldn't matter that much, but yeah, you want to win, you want to be winners, but it was the lesson in that loss. I think that was huge for us. My coach talks about there's winning and then there's lessons, there's never losses. And so we learned from that experience, and we are going to get a second opportunity in state, which is amazing for our girls, and which, you know, is another life lesson for our girls, that sometimes you don't succeed at first, but you get an opportunity to try again. Now you got to put your all in your second opportunity and go take it.
Are you instilling that in your girls?
I have to make them understand that it's more than just being basketball players. We have a platform, so a lot of times you come to practice, you hear me talking about goals, or you hear me talking about a theme of the week, which would be something that will motivate them. You hear me talking about being a good teammate, being a good daughter, being a good friend, because at the end of the day, basketball is a sport that we play, but it is not who we are. We want to win, yes, but it's more than just wins and even losses that, you know, will make or break us, or that will define who we are. We are young women, we are student athletes, we are more than just basketball players. Throughout the playoffs, I said the team who's mentally tough and who executes the best during these moments is going to win. Sierra Canyon did not go up in that game until late in the fourth quarter. So if you think about it, we kind of controlled that game throughout, and it was in the last moments where that mental toughness needs to be sharp, the execution needs to be on point, that we could have, I think, been a little bit more sharper in those moments. These are 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls. I'm a pro. I'm looking at the game a little bit differently.
Right. You said something, control the controllables.
Mm-hmm.
Do you kind of use that in your life?
Yeah.
It's great.
You can control your attitude, your effort, how hard you work. Those are things that you can bring every single day. You can't control what the referees are going to call. Outside in real life, you can't control who you will work with. You can't control driving the people who are going to honk at you and have bad. You can't control that stuff, but you can control your own ability to have a good day by having a positive attitude, inspire others, be a light to others in your life that you cross paths with every single day. Those are the things that you can control in order for your life to be successful and positive and feel good about yourself.
You talked about your mom being in the room during the draft.
Yeah.
Did she instill this in you? Because this is some good mental work right here.
Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. My mom's like superwoman to me. She was an educator for about 35 years, and at first I actually wanted to be a teacher too.
Which,
Yeah.
listen, you are very young. That
Yeah.
I actually could see that on the horizon with
Yeah.
you. That's happening, don't worry.
Yeah, just because she was a teacher and single mom and worked so hard for me and my sister to provide for everything, and I never wanted for anything. And did we have everything? No, but I had my mom and I had my sister and I had love, and I had an appreciation for wanting to be great for my mom and wanting to be a great family member and make her proud. And so I have that even as a 30-something-year-old. I look up in the stands and I see her and I'm like, okay, we'll be okay. Or I look up, you know, I'm with her, she's with me a lot, and I gotta make sure she's okay, and that makes me feel okay. As long as my mom is cool, then my life is great.
You want to show me what you know?
Sure.
I got sneakers.
Okay. All right.
Okay, cool.
Don't want to mess your nice heels up.
I got sneakers. I brought them just for you.
All right.
Okay. You said you need to control the controllables.
Control the
you said
controllables.
free throws are a controllable.
Yes. Nobody in the gym. There's no pressure right now, but you have to find it in your mind to put that pressure on you.
All right.
Hey! All right, tie game. Tie game.
Now it's your turn.
All
You
right.
got to win the game.
Win the game?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
What's my scenario?
Ooh, what's your scenario? We're down by one.
We're down
and
by
you get
one.
2.
We get 2. All right.
How's that?
How much time on the clock?
4 seconds.
Ooh. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right. We're tied.
We're tied.
Tie game. One more shot. 4 seconds on the clock. We won.
What else do you want to show me?
Bank shot.
Okay. Teacher,
So
teach me, please.
you gotta aim for the top right-hand corner. Oh, that's a brick. There we go.
There we go. Maybe the left. Maybe
Left side, high off, right in that corner. There it is. You wanna put Can I give you a jersey? We may need you next week.
You think?
Yeah.
Such good times. Okay, coming up on the sports desk, more with Miss Noelle Quinn, like how she helped bring together Bishop with some other well-known alums at her alma mater, UCLA. Plus some fun facts you may not have known about her. Stay tuned.
Alexa, how do you tell if asparagus is still good?
If it's not moldy or slimy, it's okay to eat.
Enable the new skill from Save the Food on your Amazon Alexa and help fight food waste.
Shout out to the Sports Desk and Lesley. We're here at the Oregon State UCLA game. Go Knights! Yeah!
Hey there, welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. That lovely shout out was courtesy of a group from Bishop Montgomery High School, including Coach Noelle Quinn, all of whom recently attended a very special basketball game at UCLA. I caught up with Noelle again, along with Bishop's Director of Development, before the game to hear why this one particular matchup was so important for all of them to attend. I'm talking to you, Andy, because you guys have a very special game coming up. Bishop Montgomery meets UCLA. Tell me what's happening.
That's right, yeah. Oregon State is coming into town to play UCLA. We have 2 Bishop Montgomery alums playing for Oregon State. They're brothers, Stevie and Ethan Thompson, and they're playing a Pac-12 game against UCLA. And one of UCLA's players is a Bishop alum as well, David Singleton, who just graduated from here last year. So we have quite the Bishop Montgomery crew at the UCLA game.
UCLA alum right here.
That's right.
Our WNBA champion,
Yeah.
one of your head coaches. Why is it so important to keep the relationship alive between Bishop and UCLA?
Yeah, Bishop is a special place. Without Bishop, I wouldn't have gotten into UCLA or to UCLA. I remember as a student athlete at UCLA, the Bishop community came and supported me, and even as a pro, they came and supported. And that's just what Bishop is about, community and support, and this game is amazing to have alumni playing at the top level. I mean, I wouldn't want to miss a chance to support those guys, and you know, it's a fun night, and I'm happy that we're able to put something together and support them.
You say the word fun.
Yeah.
You had T-shirts made
Mm-hmm.
for the occasion.
Represent with the black and gold. So we're T-shirts made with the boys' names on them, and one of the vowels is the picture of their head on the on the front of the T-shirt, and then on the back it says Bishop Montgomery, where basketball legends are made. So it's going to be fun.
So talking about the game, who are we going to root for? You got people on both sides. What do we do? What do we do?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'll root for UCLA because
Go
nobody's
Bruins.
standing here. But I gotta root for the Thompson. I'm rooting for the players. I want to see all three players have a good game. They're just really great kids. So it's hard to root against any of them, to be honest with you, because they're all three great kids and great families as well.
Well, the game was ridiculous, and Noe, as friends call her, got her wish. UCLA held off Oregon State at home 68-67, and David Singleton made his first career start to boot. And now I want to leave you with a little bit more from my one-on-one time with Noelle, where you'll actually learn a little bit more about her. So the court is your second home, but you actually have a third home. They gave you an office here too.
Yes, you gotta love Bishop.
Show me the way. This is your office space. You have kind of an open door policy with your girls. They come in, is it almost like therapy in here?
Yeah, it is. It's awesome to just be able to see them in a different light than, coaching them on the floor. But at lunchtime or even before practice a little bit, just spending time just talking to them about their day or about their classes, it really humanizes me, and it gives me a chance to just reflect with them about stuff outside of basketball, which is huge.
So obviously you're talking to the girls about things outside of basketball. Tell me 3 things that people may not know about you.
Play the piano. That's one. Not many
How
people
well?
know that. I took lessons in 2nd grade. I stopped around high school, so I can read music. Second thing people might not know about me, I have a BlackBerry.
A BlackBerry.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love BlackBerry keyboards. So it's a slide Android plus a BlackBerry keyboard, which fits me because I don't like touchscreen. Shout out to BlackBerry. Can I get a sponsorship?
She wants a sponsorship.
Third thing, I still drive the same car that I've had since high school, since 2003, well, since I graduated high school. It's a Toyota Camry, super reliable. Yeah, I could get a new car, but I'm a creature of habit, and I love my Camry, and it hasn't broken down in how many years? 15 plus.
So there is a tape deck, or is there even a CD player?
There's a tape deck. There's a tape deck and a CD player. And the tape deck I use as my adapter for my iPod.
iPod?
iPod, yeah, because I have a BlackBerry, not an iPhone.
I'm learning so much.
About 100,000 miles on a car that's, 15 plus years old.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for this Toyota Camry?
I don't.
Do we want to name it?
I don't think we need to name it.
No.
It's legendary on its own.
A legend is driving a legendary car. I think it's fitting. I really do.
Thanks.
She's awesome. And get this, the day after our interview, it was officially announced that after 12 years in the WNBA, Noelle is retiring, moving to the sidelines, in fact, and will start her professional coaching career as an assistant coach with the Seattle Storm, the very team she won the championship with last year. She kept that a secret. I'm not mad, I get it. Well, next week I'll have more from our conversation where it seems like I almost predicted something like this could happen, but good for her, she did not spill the beans. And that is going to do it for today's show. Really looking forward to seeing you back next week. In the meantime, be sure to stay in touch on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the SportsDesk TV. Tag us, find us on Facebook, send us an email, keep in touch, and take us behind your scenes. For everyone here at the SportsDesk, I'm Lesley Robins. Thanks for watching.